love is an amalgamation of things, but I think respect is at the core of it. I don't need 100 roses. If we discuss something and you follow through, that's love. Acts of service. That's how I express love. I grew up in a Roman Catholic Puerto Rican family, so it was very, this is what we do and this is what we don't do and this is what we talk about, and the stuff we don't talk about is not even mentioned. The sex talk is not really something that was a proactive conversation. It was tough. I came out when I was 26. You know, it took time because of the cultural expectations that were put on me. PrEP is an option to keep yourself safe. PrEP is a way to have intimacy without as much fear. PrEP is a way to help avoid shame the next day if that's something that you struggle with. PrEP is as emotionally supportive as it is physically. I think trust is difficult for me in general. I don't really trust a lot of people. So I feel like I'm weary to have the conversation, which I think is another great reason to get on PrEP. It at least allows you the feeling of trusting them, and maybe you'll get there. People that are just starting to look into it are maybe thinking that you have to be on PrEP for months and months for it to be effective, or people are unsure about, taking it on demand. It's really just about demystifying it. I don't think that there's a reason for it to be like a salacious, like, oh, are you on PrEP or are you not on PrEP? And you're taking something to keep yourself healthy and let it be part of your routine. There's nothing wrong with that. My dad made it very clear to us that we had access to things that should be standard, like a good educational system that happens to be public, a safe place to live. He always did his best to help everybody that was in a different community get access to the same things that we had. It's very clear that the zip code you grow up in can change your life. I live in the Bronx, which is the poorest borough in New York City. We have the highest rates of new HIV infections in New York State, and it's due to a lack of equal access. This is a borough that clearly needs PrEP. The work I do with the homeless, I specifically say homeless because housing is not a home. You need to have resources, you need to have community. The work that I do is specific to making sure that they're on a path to the things that lead to an equitable life. I work to take new buildings, old buildings, all types of apartments in New York, talk to landlords, and I help tie in government contracts to help get families out of shelter. It's not something I take lightly.
Hey, Wayne. Like your hair, man.
It took me a few tries. I went to a few bad barbers.
Right. It's not a Wayno cut, though.
No, it's not. There's only one of one.
Yeah. I remember when you first came in the shop, it was cold. You was looking for a haircut.
I had my hair long.
Yeah.
I was looking crazy.
Yeah, your hair was long, and you said what you wanted. I said, anything you want, I could do it.
But it wasn't until I asked you, about you, and I started telling you about what I do that we were able to figure out that you needed a little help with the housing.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I need that. I'm in the shelter right now, trying to get out of it, and you told me everything to do.
I appreciated you being so open and honest, because if you weren't, where would we be?
Because I didn't know how to get out, but you showed me the ropes. I got the voucher in November, and I was in my apartment by February 15th. You got me right up in there. I appreciate that.
I'm just glad that we connected, because what are the chances that I pick Aster hair and that we cross paths?
I definitely want to, help other people like he helped me. One day at a time. That's all I can do.
We all gotta take it one day at a time.
Yeah.
Can't live tomorrow today.
Yeah.
I take pride in knowing that everyone is treated very thoughtfully when they're in my care. I've definitely seen kids that are part of families where they're not getting appropriate medical care, where the parents are not having these conversations with them, and I've definitely seen the status of their HIV tests change while they're in these vulnerable positions. Access to protection means that if you need a script for PrEP, you can get it. If you don't have the income needed, you can still get PrEP. I've definitely been able to guide clients towards resources and companies that are able to offer steep discounts or fully cover the expense. Because a lot of people have a lot of financial concern that they're not going to talk to you about because of pride. So I think that it's really important to always emphasize that a free option is out there, regardless if they ask about it or not. You have to create environments where you can educate others. Otherwise, they're going to educate themselves. And I think actually having somebody that lives here and is not talking to you, but talking with you, makes it real, makes it intimate. I've definitely been in that position where I was talking to a doctor that I did not feel comfortable having the PrEP conversation with. And if that doctor, that provider is not someone that you can talk to, switch. Being deaf has forced me to be a lot clearer about what I want, what I need. It's important to remember that deafness is a spectrum. It's its own community. So I don't see it any different than I would address my own identity as a Puerto Rican man in New York. For my 27th birthday, I founded Deaf Collective, an organization that's focused on making sure that we have equal access, primarily through captioning. What I'm going to do today is show the consulting that I do with nonprofits, assessing what we can do to make events more accessible and make the people that attend the events have full access to everything that there is to offer. I like that the TVs are up. I mean, we could have projection screening, but we just have to make sure that they're captioned. Oh, this is the loading dock to the front street.
Oh.
And this is direct, so I would keep this as an accessible entrance. I think when people talk about accessibility, it comes off as like this very legal ADA, like how are we gonna do this, red tape kind of a thing, and I just don't approach it that way. Accessibility is a really lovely thing. You are adding color to your life when you add accessibility and you bring more people in. Getting interpreters in a timely manner has been an ongoing issue with the deaf community. If you're having to fight just to be seen and considered and have your words go somewhere, it's going to make you not want to seek medical care when you need to. When you're not being inclusive, you are excluding people. And if you're excluding people from getting life-saving care, you're killing them. It's most important that people are aware that the deaf community just wants an equal seat at the table. And we want to be considered, we want to be invited, and we want the same things you want. When you operate person first and you meet people where they are, I think it changes the way you see the world. I take it upon myself to guide people how I can, and I encourage others to do the same. And when you have information that's easily available, you make it easier for the correct information to get spread. You know, you do have to take some responsibility for your life and take a little control. It's still up to you to keep yourself safe. PrEP has probably made a lot of people in the community feel safer. I would say, what do you have to lose? I would want somebody that maybe walked similar paths the same way I did to feel encouraged to be themselves. That's kind of the beautiful thing about life, is that you pick exactly how you want to present yourself. And if you can't pick that, you can at least choose your words. You can choose how you want to express yourself. There's always some kind of choice you can make to be you.